Hey everybody, Mr. Parkinson here. Well, as I'm recording this, it is currently 2:04 a.m. and I'm going to be speaking softly so I don't wake everyone else in the house, but I'm also going to speak loud enough so that you can all hear me. But yeah. My original process for Scooby-Doo month was to do it in February because that's my friend Christian Lester Bradley's birth month, and I was going to end it with his favorite Scooby-Doo movie. However, he took too long to respond, so I had to delay it. But since it's October, I had to just say screw it and start Scooby-Doo month all over. However, things have been hectic and beyond my control, so I've had to do kind of like Steven Bombs, where I record videos en masse and then upload them. However, I foresaw this month being a lot easier since my original plan was to film and upload a video or two every day. However, due to those hectic circumstances and the fact that this month has been a living nightmare, I have decided to do the most unhealthy thing I can think of. Seeing how I only have 3 days left until Scooby-Doo month is over, I have to record the rest of the videos I wanted to upload in the mess of the night, because it's the only time my family will not be around to interrupt. So let's get started. This is going to be a mini review of Camp Scare. It was going to be a regular review, but yeah, I got like 19 other Scooby-Doo month videos to make, and I'm just getting this out of the way. Basically, in Camp Scare, Fred is taking the gang to his old summer camp, Camp Little Moose, which has a rival called Camp Big Moose. Oh my god, just what is it with modern movies and giving Fred, Daphne, and Velma weird obsessions? I mean, in some movies, Fred's obsessed with his van. In Mystery Incorporated, he was obsessed with traps. But now it's pulling a David from camp and making sure everybody loves camp. I mean, I guess I can see how camping would be fun, but considering how the only time I ever went camping was with Christian and his family. But yeah, you shouldn't force things on people. Anyway, let's get this review out of the way. So, the only cool part of this is that campfire stories that this camp has been telling for years are apparently coming to life. Involving the woodsmen, which story started with a camp counselor being a complete dick, and the kids decided to get back at him by putting a snake in his pouch, in his little pack thing when he went on a hike, causing him to fall off and mess up his face and turning him clinically insane. Now he walks the woods with an axe. The fishman, a nerdy kid who was bullied so much that he spent most of his time in the lake and eventually grew gills and turned into a fish man, and is now called the Fishman. And the last one is, I don't remember, some person who went walking in a nearby canyon, which is close to the forest for some reason, and got lost and is now this location's version of a banshee. I don't know. And while obviously it turns out at the end of the day that these three monsters were faked after the credits or before the credits, I think the third one, it actually turns out to be true, but I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, the camp is shutting down because the woodsmen attacked, and later in the movie it turns out that the ranger who has a crush on Velma and is causing Daphne to have like some kind of self-doubt, and you know what? Fuck it. The Ranger's the bad guy, and it turns out One of the campers who was sent here after the gang showed up isn't a normal little kid, but a mobster from like the old days before a town was flooded due to a dam being built, or some. I don't know. The plot is this guy and the stranger teamed up so that this gangster who posed as a kid can get his old cellmate's treasure that he hid in the town that was buried underwater. Yeah, it's Scooby Doo. The legend behind the monster, the concept of the monsters is pretty cool. I mean, campfire stories coming to life. I think that's actually a legitimate fear. Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't really care. But yeah, that's basically Scooby Doo Camp Scare. It's a good movie, but it's just too dumb. This probably would have been a much better review if I didn't have such a nightmare trying to get this Scooby Doo with this whole month as I described in the beginning of the video. Well, on to the next one.